Hello, you're very welcome to Destination Areas News Bite. I'm Damien McCullough, and here is our Monday evening's news. The coronavirus update: 537 people have died in Northern Ireland, while 1,679 have died in the Republic of Ireland. Total deaths on the island of Ireland is 2,216. There have been no new deaths announced in both Scotland and Northern Ireland in the last 24 hours, so that's good news. 55 people have died in the UK in the last 24 hours. A total of 40,597 people have died in the UK due to the coronavirus. In Wales, three more people with coronavirus are reported to have died in Wales, taking the total to 1,401. There are 289 confirmed cases in Newtownhamilton and Down. In Newtownhamilton and Down, there were 44 coronavirus-related deaths. There are 538, that's up one more since Friday, in the Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon area, and in the same area, 75 coronavirus-related deaths. The Northern Ireland Executive: all non-essential shops can open from the 12th of June. Stormont's Economy Minister Diane Dodds has confirmed that all non-essential retailers can reopen to customers from Friday the 12th of June as part of the measures to ease the coronavirus lockdown. The Executive will be flexible on hotels, says Foster. First Minister Arlene Foster says if it is possible to bring forward the date of which hotels can reopen, we will bring that forward. When we said the 20th of July, that was to give an indication dates in terms of where we felt people would be safe to go back to hotels. But we also said at the time that if we could bring that forward, we would bring that forward. That's what has happened in the Republic of Ireland. They have decided to collapse their 5 stages into 4 and therefore bring forward the date of the 20th of July to the 29th of June. Asked about a date for pubs and restaurants to reopen, she says this is something they will be looking at when the Executive meets this Thursday. Family meetings still under consideration, says Michelle O'Neill. She said she was very conscious that people will want to know whether they can get together with family again, and said it was being kept under consideration. The Deputy First Minister also talked about the flexibility of the Executive's coronavirus recovery plan, which did not have any fixed dates. We said one of the beauties of our plan was that it had that inbuilt flexibility that allowed us to reopen or respond to any given circumstance at any given time. These further relaxations demonstrate that the plan is working. In other news, the Premier League starts this Wednesday night. Man City versus Arsenal and Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. In the south, unease within the Green Party over government formation talks. There appears to be growing concern in the Green Party about a number of issues under discussion in the programme for government negotiations. The deputy leaders of Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Green Party are meeting this evening in an effort to make progress as this week's deadline for the conclusion of talks comes into view. Well, that's our news. And before I finish that, I have to congratulate and I have to give a big shout out to two people. I have to say hello to Father Cullen. Congratulations, Father Kevin Cullen. We all know Father Kevin. He was in Drummalane and Cranchigo for a long time. 47 years ordained a priest on a Trinity Sunday. But Trinity Sunday doesn't come, I think, until the 17th of June. But it was the 17th of June 47 years ago. But it was Trinity Sunday yesterday. So, Father Kevin, on behalf of everybody in Destination Area, and I'm sure the whole area, we wish you well. And congratulations, 47 years ordained a priest. And then a wee birthday shout out to one of our lovely ladies from the Camla area. And there's the McNally family. And a very, very happy birthday to Phil. There's sitting with the white jacket on her. And I think that's PJ's wedding, I believe. So Phil was 80 on Saturday. So, and Phil, she also worked in Daisy Hill Hospital as well. So a big, big happy birthday, Phil, from everybody in Destination Uri and everybody in Camden and everybody that knows you. We know that you had a great birthday celebration up there on the side of Camla Mountain. She lives up, I don't know if it's Cons Lane or Gardens Lane. I keep getting them two mixed up, but the McNally family up there, they had a great day on Saturday. And before that now, that's all my talks about birthday wishes, but we have a big surprise for all our young people, all our primary 7 kids later on after our community news. And we're going to go first into South Armagh. We're going to go to Barra O'Murra. Barra, you're very welcome.
Thanks a million, Damien.
And I see, I didn't know the hairdressers were back today. Barra, you've got the haircut?
No, I'm not going to get any hairdressers into trouble. This haircut was carried out by my wife, my good wife, and I think you'll all agree she done a very good job.
Yeah, you told me you hadn't got any gel on, but we believe you have gel on there, Barra.
No, there's no gel. There's no gel.
Listen, Barra, you have plenty to talk about, and I think you're going to the road bowls this evening. As they say around our part of the country, the bowls are back.
The bowls or the bullets are back. So we'll finish up on that today. There's a couple of points I want to make before that, Damien, so thanks a million.
Okay, Barra, where you go?
Yeah. We've got, first of all, just to congratulate Father Cullen, a good friend of my own. He was our parish priest in Lower Craigan for many a year, and a good friend to St Michael's GFC and to St Patrick's in Cullyhanna and Dorsey indeed. So they all... he's a good friend to all, and just to congratulate him there. He's now curate up in Crossmaglen, where I teach in the Gael School in Crossmaglen. He's a frequent visitor to our school. He comes in for dinner a couple of times a week. He likes to get in and chat with the kids. He's a great priest, but he can get down to a personal level, and he likes finding out about the football and the underage football and who's playing well and what's going on. So children and adults can all relate very well with Father Kevin, and may he have many more good years as a priest in the area. So the food parcel scheme continues to roll on. There was 133 parcels delivered in Newtown last Thursday. Newtown Community Association had asked a couple of weeks ago that instead of the boxes coming in 10s and 20s every day of the week, where people were having to take off work, that they could all come in one day on one day of the week. And thankfully, this week 133 came in the one batch. Now that's a logistical nightmare when it's 3 or 4 people working out of the community association, as had been the case on various other times. But Niall, Anita, and Mihal and Katrina, they contacted the football club, St Michael's, and asked for a bit of assistance. And thankfully, assistance came, and we were able to get out to all the 133 people around about Newtown. So fair play to them. There's another 45 boxes coming to Crossmaglen tomorrow, which will cater for Crossmaglen, Silverbridge, Cullyhanna, and Dorsey. Just on a sad note, Damien, I just have to report the passing of Bridget Mullen. Bridget's a well-known figure around Newtown, and you might remember her son Jamesy playing football for Newtown for years and years, or Martin. Certainly in my run of football, Shamie Mullen would have played along with us, and there's many grandchildren now playing for seniors and for the underage team. So Bridget will be sadly missed around Newtown. Lots of good community work and kindness going on once again this week. In light of, I suppose, the break-in Silverbridge the other night, which was reported in Destination Uri, I just wanted to pay tribute to all people who look out for their neighbours, their friends, and their elderly relatives, especially in rural communities. And I think it's paramount now that everybody just keeps a wee eye out for each other, with the thieves and would-be robbers back in action. So just quickly, I'm going to jump from one to the other here because I have to get back down to the road bowls here. But I just wanted to mention the schools and homeschooling. Schools are going through a tough time at the minute, trying to create a pathway for getting children safely back to school. So safely for the children, safely for the teaching staff and the non-teaching staff within the school. So we're looking at uncertainty for what's going to happen at the end of August and September. And schools are in constant contact with teachers and classroom assistants and all members of staff, trying to keep them informed of any decisions or any advice that they're getting. The homeschooling will be reaching a conclusion in the next couple of weeks, June being the last month of the school year. And I wanted to pay tribute to all the teachers and classroom assistants in all the schools around South Armagh, to the parents who have become teachers and classroom assistants when their child needs the answer to the question very, very quickly, and to all the pupils who have borne with it. It's a foreign concept for children to be taught remotely and to be taught with online learning, and it's foreign for teachers as well. I'm a teacher myself in year 7, and if I'm teaching fractions, it's very easy for me to stand up at a board and write out 10 examples of fractions and explain them, and everybody in the class looking at me and me figuring what child gets it and what child doesn't, and then going on and developing and working with a child who maybe didn't get it. When I can't see the children, and when a teacher can't see the children, it's very difficult, and it creates a lot of uncertainty where the teacher can think that excellent teaching is being done, but there mightn't necessarily be excellent learning being done. So I'm paying tribute to everybody for the effort, the huge effort that they've made in trying to circumvent this crisis by remote learning and remote teaching during this pandemic. The walking tracks were open today, and the long-awaited day for Silverbridge Gaels and Cullyhanna Gaels who like to pound the track around their pitch. News from Cullyhanna GFC, from St Patrick's GFC and Cullyhanna's, their walking track won't be opening anytime soon. They've got a development work going on their second pitch, and the walking track is currently part of a building site with lorries going up and down it, so it's not a safe place for a walking track at the minute. And as that changes, the football club will, of course, keep patrons informed. Silverbridge is the same. Silverbridge GFC put up a notification on their social media last night to say that they needed to get a couple of a bit of protocol in place. They needed to get hand sanitizer readily available for people going walking. They needed to get a COVID officer, and they needed stewards. So that's sort of a good example for all clubs across South Armagh and across the district. It's one thing opening your walking track for people, but when, a bit like the recycling centres, when they come from far and near and you don't know who they are and you don't know if they've got symptoms of COVID or what. So it's being recommended that we start off with club members, and that there's a COVID officer who's keeping an eye on things, and you have a team of stewards. So just to ask all patrons of the GAA clubs in the locality just to be patient, and if you have any questions, to contact one of your club members, or if you're on social media, one of the social media pages, and that'll keep you right. And just to ask people to be patient. You know, there's a pathway back into sport has been announced last week, certainly with the GAA, with underage and senior teams being able to get back into it at the end of this month, and maybe groups of 10. So maybe for underage teams, it'll be a coach with 8 or 9 kids up here and another coach or 2 with another 8 or 9 kids down there. And it'll be trying to get everything back to normal, as normal as it can be for children, without freaking them out too much, and just letting them get back to doing what they love doing, and getting them out kicking a ball and running around in a field and catching the ball. And that's all we want. That's all we want to happen as soon as possible. I've been keeping you informed the last 3 or 4 weeks on road bowls in Newtown. We did a couple of features and a video of road bowls being played and that. So the great news is that the official notification came out from Bowl Common na Heron that it was okay for clubs to get back up and at it. And as such, tonight is the night that they're getting back up and at it from Newtown. So that's why I'm on first tonight. I'm normally stuck on at the end of Destination Uri. I think Damien does on purpose, but I wouldn't say that out loud. And I'm going to go down to the road bowls. I'm going to try and get a wee video of some of the guys playing and getting on with it. And I'll try and post it up. If I can post it up on Destination Uri before the end of the show tonight, Damien, maybe he'll send it on, but I don't know what the 4G is going to be like in Newtown. I'm certainly doing my best. All right, bud.
Listen, before you go, you forgot to mention big happy birthday to Coleman Bourne Senior. Coleman,
that's right,
90 years young and as fresh as a daisy. So again, on behalf of everybody in Destination Uri, and I'm sure Newtown and Silverbridge, Cullyhanna and Crossmaglen everywhere, a big happy birthday to the man himself. He's 90 years young.
Listen, Coleman's a great man, and I teach along with Dervla, his daughter, and Dervla was sending us snap videos of Coleman acting the lark with the grandchildren that there. He's a fair fresh one for 90 years of age. So yeah, happy birthday to Coleman from all in the community.
Well, listen, get away down there to the road bowls there and get a couple of videos and send them in before we go off air tonight, because we have a bit of stuff to do later on. And from South Armagh, we're going up to the top end, up to
Oh,
Ballyholland. Oh, Rosie was caught out there. I don't know if
I
you're
was,
was that your lip seal you were putting on there, Rosie?
I was
Caught
pulling the staples out of this.
caught in the act. Well, listen, Rosie, plenty to talk about, and take it away there, Rosie.
Thanks very much, Damien. These are all very welcome to the Ballyholland News. I would just like to take a wee moment before I go into all the community news to acknowledge the untimely passing of Michael Robin from Mayo Bridge. Michael was a former Mayo Bridge Gael, and he sadly passed away last week. From everybody in Ballyholland Harps, we would like to offer our sincere condolences to his wife Louise, his sons Jack and Noah, his parents Susan and Francis, his sister Sabrina, and the Rogan and Grant families, and the entire Mayo Bridge community. It's very sad news, so our sincere condolences go out to the entire family. I would also like to just say quickly congratulations to Father Cullen as well on the anniversary of his ordination. I knew Father Cullen growing up for many years. I only emigrated to Ballyholland 12 years ago. I am a former Kalevi girl, so I would have known Father Cullen growing up. So many congratulations to Father Cullen as well. So I'm going to move on now to my shout outs and birthdays. So the first shout out we have is for Sandra and Paul Connolly. The entire Camogie Club would like to wish Sandra and Paul a very happy 10th wedding anniversary, and as you can see, they're with their lovely girls. My next shout out is a birthday shout out. It is for Pat McAteer from Church Street. Pat was 70 last week, so we'd like to wish Pat a very happy birthday. Moving on then to Pat's cousin. As you can see there, they are together. Petey McAteer. Petey's not 70, Petey's 21 again. So from everyone in Ballyholland, Petey's our lotto man, so very happy birthday, Petey. Moving on then, we would like to wish happy birthday to Karen McGinn. Karen is the secretary of the Ballyholland Camogie Club. So from everybody in the Camogie Club and of course the club, very happy birthday, Karen. Moving on next then, we have Tiernan McCrink. Tiernan is a big 15 today, and by all accounts, he is spent in lockdown playing the PlayStation and going out on his bike with all his friends. I believe they're in the garden at the minute with Dalsavita, Tom, Cahill, Rory and Shay. Hello lads, very happy birthday, Tiernan. Moving on then, we have Aoife McCourt. Aoife is a big 7 on Wednesday. Aoife is one of our Camogie players, and she's a primary 3 in Ballyholland Primary School. She's very sad that she can't have a party with her friends, so lots of love from all your family, Aoife. Moving on, we have 2 fantastic birthdays. We have Marge Mcdonald from Betty's Hill Road. Marge was 86 on the 4th of June and followed quickly by her husband on the 14th of June, John. By all accounts, John has spent his life trying to keep up with Marge. So a very, very happy 86th birthday to you both from everyone in Ballyholland. My last birthday wish is for Dolores McAteer. Dolores was 90 years young, I believe, on Friday. Dolores lives on the Betty's Hill Road. She's a lifelong Ballyholland resident and she's 11 children. She is also a member of the Ballyholland Sunshine Club. So Dolores, very happy birthday from all your family and friends at home and abroad. That's me on the birthday shout outs then. So I'm just going to move on to the GAA update. So the first thing I'd like to say from everybody in the club is the P7s all received their post-primary school letters last Thursday, the 4th of June. And we would just like to say well done and congratulations to every one of the boys and girls on getting into your new school. I'm hoping that everybody's very happy with where they're going. And we would like to wish you all the best on the next part of your journey in school. So I'm going to go on to the Ballyholland GAA update, and I have a message from our club chairman, Jim McMahon. So I'll just read it to you all. Hello everyone, I hope you're all keeping well during these difficult times. All clubs have now received the GAA guidelines on safe return to Gaelic games, which is very positive news. This information from Crow Park has been shared on our club social media platforms for your perusal. The document offers a route back to activity subject to government timelines being achieved in the weeks and months ahead. The various committees within the club will review the document in the coming week from which we will develop clear plans and actions. So we are ready to open the gates and getting all age levels back to activity. As restrictions are being lifted and we are getting back to a sense of new normality, it is very important for the club to reiterate the GAA grounds remain closed until the 29th of June. Can I ask that everyone adheres to the ground closure date and respect our great club? Stay safe, Jim McMahon, Gura Mayagat. So that was an update from our club chairman, Jim. And obviously, just to go over a few of them, there are brief points. The grounds of the club are still closed until the 29th of June. And then we foresee a gradual return to on-field, non-contact activity in small groups. There will be a lot of planning involved in this here from all the committees within the club. And we will obviously be meeting up over the next couple of days and in the next week or so to have a very clear plan of what that's going to look like, because there are things like online education to be completed by a lot of the mentors and the committees. And then, as Bar had said, there are COVID supervisors need to be appointed for each team to ensure that we're adhering to all the regulations. And I suppose the one thing I took from the GAA's update was that they are asking that parents are going to have to play a really big part in educating their children on what the new GAA is going to look like just for the next while. So it's still really positive news. Thank God we're going to get back to some type of playing, training for the young ones, which I think at this point in lockdown, we're all really, really ready for. So really positive news from the GAA. The next thing from the club is the Ballyholland club is taking part in the My Life Healthy GAA Club Step Challenge. So we've signed up in the Ulster section, and there is 108 clubs in Ulster that have signed up for this here, which is brilliant. Unfortunately for us, we have 52 people taking part, and it seems that they average the steps out. So nearly the more people you have, the lower your average is. But what is really fantastic is the amount of people that have taken it on. And it's great when you get out in the evening and you see the amount of people round the roads walking in Ballyholland. So we're absolutely delighted that everybody's taken part. And you never know, we might win. But just for everybody who's taken part, we as a club will be offering a prize. It's a £50 voucher for the club shop for our overall winner. So that'll be the person that averages the most steps within our club, and we can see that they're through the leaderboard. So it's still a wee incentive for somebody that might win it at the end. And then the last thing for the GAA is I have an update from the Camogie Club. So they are continuing with their Jumping for Our Stars fundraiser cure packages. Last week they gave another 12 cure packages out within the community. Inside each pack is a list of Camogie committee numbers. If anyone needs to chat, get some groceries or anything, don't hesitate to contact the Camogie Committee. The Camogie Committee would like to thank everyone who has donated, rang, sent texts, posts on social media and sent cards. They really have been overwhelmed by everybody's support and kind wishes. If you would like to nominate somebody to receive a care package, you can email secretary.ballyholland.down@camogie.ie. I'll put that up on Facebook anyway in case anybody would like it. The Camogues had also started a walking incentive in May in line with World Mental Health Week, and they're still going strong. To date, they've recorded 500,000 steps, but they have now joined the club in the walking challenge, which is brilliant because all them girls are great walkers. So I'm sure between all of us, we will get a good amount of steps there. So thanks very much to the Camogie for their update. Now I'm going to move on to the Club Lotto. The Club Lotto was back and running yesterday, Sunday the 7th of June. So I think we have a wee video here to show you, and then I'll give you the lotto numbers.
Hello folks, how you going? Eddie Mackett here, Vice Chairman of Ballyholland Club. We're back with our lotto and we're delighted to be back. This is our first draw since the lockdown back in March. So hopefully this is the things to come now with hopefully activities or games maybe in the next sort of month to 6 weeks, but we'll let you know in due course to what's happening. You may have seen over the last week or so, we have now started the lotto online with the club funder. Our treasurer, Andy McNamee, has started that up. So it's, with social distancing still in place at the minute, it's been great now with Andy set that up. So you can sit in your house now and do the lotto online rather than people calling down your doors. Just another thing, our club announcements will be done now on Monday nights. Our club PRO, Rosie McIntyre, has a slot on the SS every Monday night at 7 PM. So if you've got any birthday wishes or concerns or any news around the community, it's just not a Ballyholland Club thing, it's the whole community. So if you contact Rosie through her Ballyholland Facebook page, she'll be able to bring all the mentions up on Monday night.
So that was Eddie McAteer, the club vice chairman, just giving a wee introduction to the lotto. So the Ballyholland lotto numbers for Sunday the 7th of June were 5, 6, 15 and 30. There were no jackpot winners and there were no £10 winners. So our jackpot for next week is £7,550, and I will post all details of the lotto online, and you can do it online or it can be bought in Ballyholland shop until 6 p.m. on Sundays. So I'm going to move on then to some local news and updates. So the first bit of community news is Carrion Murphy has organised another community cleanup. The last one we done was on the 3rd of April and it was a huge success. That was all the families going around the roads with black bags and just while they were out walking and collecting rubbish. So we're starting it again this week. Bags are available if you need them from Carrion Murphy. Declan McAteer kindly organised that, or you just take your own black bags. Please remember, if you are going out in groups, to follow social distancing. There is a drop-off point at Ballyholland Football Club just outside the gates on the grass area, and then Declan McAteer is going to organise the council to collect all the rubbish for us. So that is absolutely fantastic. So thank you to everybody in advance for taking part in that there. Just a wee bit on traffic safety, just around the area. I'm sure everybody's the same. There's a lot of walkers and cyclists about. So if I could just ask people to please be very careful on the roads, because there's a lot of children, especially out on their bikes. And a lot of the roads in Ballyholland are quite narrow. So if I can just ask you to be extra vigilant when you're out and about on the roads, as well as when you're walking and on the bike. And I suppose just from the club's point of view, we would encourage parents as much as possible to get your kids to wear their helmets, because there is an awful lot of children about the roads, and a helmet can save a serious brain injury if unfortunately something was to happen. So if we could just encourage you to get your kids to wear their helmets. I'm going to move on then to my weekly update from our local councillor, Declan McAteer. Declan has been fantastic for me, sent me through updates every week, and by all accounts I'm going to try and coax them on here next week. So first of all, thanks for all the prayers for the rain for the farmers last week in Hilltown. It worked, but what I would say is we are not going to be saying any more prayers because we don't want any more rain. So the council chairwoman Laura Devlin has opened a book of condolence for George Floyd, which will be sent to the US consulate in Belfast, just if anybody wanted to sign that there. There is a return to dental services as phase 1 continues. Face-to-face urgent dental care is expected to be offered from today. Non-urgent will follow in phase 2 as outlined by the Northern Ireland Executive. The Public Health Agency are running free online stress control classes for anyone finding things tough during this time. You don't need to register, you just need to go on to ni.stresscontrol.org, and there is a lot of free advice and help there. There is some useful information on the Education Authority's website for parents about online gaming, giving guidance on all aspects of safety for their children who are probably spending a lot more time in game machines. And I know in my house they are. So something like that there would be very good for parents. Maybe just educate yourself a wee bit on the safety while the children are online. Last wee bit then from Declan was Newry, Mourne and Down District Council are the lead council in a £23 million project to bring what's termed full dark fibre broadband to our general area. Councillors will be updated at tonight's Skype Economic Regeneration and Tourism meeting. What this means basically is broadband infrastructure enabling speeds 30 times faster than conventional fibre speeds will be connected to public sector sites such as community centres or even schools in rural areas. These hubs will then act as stimulants for the private sector to extend the network to businesses and homes. This will place us at the advantage economically going into the future. This is obviously all still being evaluated, but if there's any updates, we'll obviously keep you posted. So that's great from Declan. Thank you very much. I am going to move on, Cathal, just to the video for the history snippet. So then my next bit, as we had done last week, is we're going to try and do a wee history snippet every week on some history around Ballyholland. So this week, I was delighted our head girl in Ballyholland Primary School, Maya McMahon, done a bit of research on Mass Rock. And what I would say at this point is thank you very much to Colin McAteer, the school principal, for helping me out with all the history info. So I'm going to let Maya tell you all about Mass Rock in Ballyholland.
The history of Ballyholland Mass Rock. Mass Rock Lane is located just off Betty Hills Road on the outskirts of Ballyholland village. This lane leads to a rock where Mass was celebrated in penal times when Roman Catholics were not allowed to build churches. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Catholics in Ireland were forbidden to openly practice their religion and had to resort to open-air ceremonies where guards could be posted to look out for approaching redcoats. There was a bounty on priests and especially on bishops, but the ordinary Catholic practitioner were also at risk. The most common site was a remote area, far away from the main road, where a large rock, shelf or flat-topped boulder could serve as an altar for the celebration of Holy Mass. Ballyholland Mass Rock is a hollow and sheltered place in the hillside setting with a good view of the surrounding countryside. The assembled congregation could only be seen from above. A large outcrop of rocks form a natural altar. The site was in use for some time prior to 1750. A memorial cross was erected over the altar in 1918, and a new altar in natural stone was blessed by Most Reverend Dr. Bishop Brooks on June 19, 1988. The first procession to Ballyholland Mass Rock was conducted by Father T.C. McGrath on August 1, 1909. On June 19, 1932, an international occasion occurred when, for the first time since the penal era, Pontifical High Mass was sung, attended by 4 bishops. In 1950, to celebrate the Holy Year, Mass was celebrated by Bishop Eugene O'Doherty, who also offered Holy Mass on the site in 1954 to celebrate the Marian Year. Many people recall summer pilgrimages to Ballyholland Mass Rock from Newtown, complete with bands and a great social and religious festival atmosphere. To this day, Mass is celebrated each year at Ballyholland Mass Rock. It is an event where deep resonances for local people, even for those who no longer live in the area.
So that was great. Thank you very much for Maya, because I know she was a wee bit nervous making that video, but thank you very much, Maya. So next week we will be talking about Ballyholland Primary School, and we will have another Ballyholland P7 boy, Aaron Pryor. So Aaron, you get ready because you're up next week. So folks, that's all for me this week. I'd like to thank everybody for their information and all their updates. It's really great to have all the information, and I hope you all stay safe. Thank you very much. Back to you, Damien.
Listen, Rosie, thanks a million, and well done to the young lady there for giving the great about the Mass Rock in Ballyholland, a very famous Mass Rock in this area. I'd also like to iterate that when kids are riding bikes, even when adults riding bikes, please wear your helmets. I have to admit, I took a wee scoot up the road in the bike today.
Damien, don't be doing that.
But it was only trying to get yours working. But yes, I know you have to wear a helmet. There's no question about that, Rosie. And I would say, please, everybody wear a helmet. So listen, it's great that the Lotto's up and running again. I normally do the Ballyholland Lotto through Mickey John.
Oh, no better, man, Mr. Ballyholland.
So listen, Rosie, thanks a million for the update there. And
no bother, thank you.
Well, he was treasurer for Ballyholland for about 555 years. So listen, see you next week. And then we go from there. And we're going to... well, there's Mary Rooney, somebody back from Denmark. Somebody was saying that. But we're going now to, my old friend. We hope that she's going to be arriving here soon due to the link. We're just waiting to see through. There she is. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Destination Uri.
Hello, Damien.
I hope that, Alina, you can hear me. Go ahead. Hello, Alina. There's a little bit of a gap there because obviously by the time... Yeah. Calling from Camla. Calling from
the Meadow.
Alina, I hope you can hear me okay.
I can indeed.
Oh, the Meadow. Oh, what she said. The Meadow. I just love the way you said
only,
the Meadow.
That's only when you're in public. Alina, when you're talking, it's the Meadow. The Meadow.
The Meadow. Well, listen, you have plenty to tell us, and then we have a few wee shout-outs later.
We've something a wee bit special later, so yeah. But I'll just kick off now with our local community news. So hello everybody, and hope everybody's keeping well. So I'll just start off with just the usual update about our community parcels, and I'm not going to do the birthdays just yet. So the community support parcels that we're giving out. So we're on week 11 of that, and we gave out another 100 parcels the weekend past. And we'd just like to really thank everyone for their continued support with donations. We've had food donations, cash donations, and this all makes the work that we do possible to continue. So thank you so much for that. And we really appreciate, anyone who would like to make any donations, just contact the page. Or if you have a look on our Facebook page, we'll always put a time that the centre is open. We're usually there on a Wednesday from 6 till about 7, half 7. Friday from 10:30, 11 in the morning until about 1:30. And then Saturday we're there from about 11 o'clock. So if anyone would like to drop off any donations, it would be greatly appreciated. We also have a small pot of funding for our area that will help people who maybe need a little help with gas or electricity top-ups. So if you or anyone you know needs a bit of help with that, please do get in contact. So as I say, the funds are limited. So if you need a bit of help with that, give us a shout. I'm just going to do a wee update on the Bosco Academy GAA. I know Rosie and Barra both touched on it as well. So my information is basically the same. So I was speaking to Larry McAlinden there, and he was saying that kids from 12 to 18 have already been given their individual training programs. And I know that because my own grandson received his. So they're able to be working away themselves and keeping up their fitness levels when they're not sitting exercising their thumbs on the PlayStation controls. So unfortunately, not allowed back to training until the 29th of June, when the pitches will reopen. And then, as our previous presenters have already said, that the kids will, there'll be a limit to 10 kids, and they'll be doing their training programs. And obviously there'll be no contact, and there'll be social distancing measures in place as well. And then hopefully from Friday the 31st of July, it'll be back to a competitive format depending on the hour number. But, fingers crossed, things are looking good in that respect. And let's hope, we've all, I think that the hour rate and the way things are at the minute with COVID, that is specifically because we did what we were supposed to do. So, everybody's contributed to that who's adhered to the regulations. So hopefully we'll be back to some sort of normal sooner rather than later. I also wanted to mention the Destination Uri quiz. You'll probably have seen it on our Facebook page. And if you go on that, I'll post it up again. Click on that link. It's just for a bit of crack, because and it's really, really good. And I would say I'm not competitive, but once I get on a quiz like that, I am competitive. But and you can play it with all the family. So just go in. It's multiple choice questions. They're not very difficult. It's great crack. It sort of counts you down and gives you points in relation to how long it takes you to answer the question, and obviously if it's right or not. But there'll be a quiz competition in the next few weeks, where the communities will all be playing against each other. And we already have our family. I'll be introducing them to you hopefully next week. And there'll be a family to represent each area. Now, it's not like mastermind, or nobody has to be, super clever or whatever. It's a bit of fun. And you know what? There's going to be a good prize at the end of it. So please have a look on our page, click in, get your friends and family to click in and have a wee go at it, and you'll find that it's really good. And then if you're interested in maybe representing the area, let me know, because we're hoping that this is something that will be a continuous thing. So that's that. St. Bridget's, I know that the Mass weekday Mass has been streamed live this week. And I do have to say that the churches have been fantastic over this lockdown period, because they've been live streaming services, and I think it's been really good. I have to say, on a personal note, it's actually been good for me, because a lot of time I've fallen away from going to Mass because there's always something else to do, or I don't have time. And I find that most Sundays now I'm actually sitting down and clicking in, and 11 o'clock Mass in the Dominican, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been really lovely. So this lockdown, that's what that's done for me on a personal note. But we're hoping that with the relaxing of restrictions, that we can get people back into chapels for Mass, and particularly St. Bridget's, because our Polish friends and neighbours will be missing their church services there as well. So it'll be really good to have that up and going as soon as possible. Now, neighbourhood exercise and dance activity. We had a bit of a communication this week offering this to the residents of the Meadow and Armagh Road, and I believe it's elsewhere across the district as well. And it's an initiative that's funded through Sport NI and Everybody Active programme, and it's delivered on behalf of the council group and the Clanroy group, and obviously adhering to social distancing. So what the plan is on-street exercise or dance. So again, a bit of fun, bit of exercise. We've had a few people inquire about it. I put it up on the Facebook page and asked if anyone was interested. Obviously, we need to know how many people are interested to make it worthwhile, to contact Leah to get it organised. So if it's something you think you'd be interested in, it would be great for families as well. It's something to do together and a bit of fun. So please contact the page. I'll post it up again. If you think it would be a good idea and you'd like to be involved, let us know, and then we can get it organised. Now, the dreaded dog poo. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to talk about this again. This has been the bane of my life. I've actually been sort of mini campaigning about this for quite a while now. I've had so many people contacting me in the last week or two about dog filing, and I know that it's across the whole of Newry and everywhere else. I can only speak about the Meadow and Armagh Road. It's like negotiating a minefield, walking around the streets. It's just beyond ridiculous. And at the end of the day, the responsibility for that ultimately lies with us as pet owners. So please clean up after your pet. I had a person contact me that said that they challenged a dog walker recently and just said that, oh, you didn't clean up, and they just basically laughed at them and walked on. That's not acceptable. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. It absolutely doesn't help the fact that we have a lack of enforcement officers. And I know that my colleagues in the Alliance Party have been lobbying for a while now for more signage and enforcement officers. I know that I think it was 2018 to 2019, we had, when we looked at the enforcement of penalties, I think Ards and North Down had 63 penalty fines handed out. Newry Morning Down had 0. None. So we need more enforcement officers, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many enforcement officers we have. It doesn't matter how many signs we have up. It's down to individuals, and it's down to us to call people out as well, because I think that if someone's shamed into lifting their dog mess after them, they won't do it again. Or you could use the method that somebody was telling me about a while back, where a dog was constantly going to the toilet outside this woman's front gate. So she waited and she caught on who it was, and she actually put the dog poo in a bag and went and hung it on the person's door handle. So, but I'm not advocating that, even though that's what you might want to do. But please, the dog poo is ridiculous. We need to be responsible. We need to get it sorted. And at the end of the day, we can blame the council. We can blame this. It's the person who doesn't clean up after their dog. So if that's you, please stop it, because our children can walk in it. It's dangerous. It just makes the area look disgusting. And it's not good manners. So thank you. That's my rant over. Now I'm going to do birthdays now, Cathal. So we've birthdays this week. So we have this lovely lady, Denise Chambers. It was her birthday in the last couple of days. So a big happy birthday to you, Denise, from all of your family and friends. And then we have probably a legend, well, within the Bosco Gaelic Club anyway. We've got Simon Berg, who hit the big 5-0 this week. So welcome to the 50s Club, Simon. Just expect everything to start falling apart from now, because it actually really does happen. But listen, a big happy birthday to you from all your friends and neighbours, and I'm sure all the guys and all the folks at the Gaelic Club. And we have another birthday come in, but I don't have a photograph, saying a big happy birthday to Stephen Moore. And Stephen, that's from your mum and dad and all your family and friends. So happy birthday to you. And now I'll take a breath, because I sort of rallied through that, because we do have a lot to get through here on this section. My final section for the Meadow and Armagh Road in particular is for our P7 leavers. So I basically thought that last week I was thinking about our wee P7s, and I know that in St Patrick's and everywhere else has wonderful celebrations when the P7s are leaving. And you know, every year, my children are well grown up now and have their own children, but every year I see lovely videos coming from St Patrick's where the kids are clapped out of the school and their balloons released and they've signed their shirts, and it's all a very emotional thing. And you know, unfortunately with COVID, that has been a casualty, and those children aren't getting that experience this year. So I thought, what could we do? And then I thought maybe we'll give them a shout out here. So I put a wee post out, and some people have sent in some pictures of their P7 leavers. So we're going to give them all a wee shout out now. So the first P7 leaver we have is the lovely Eva White. And Eva, good luck to you, darling. And I hope you enjoy your new school. You'll have a long summer holiday. It's been a long summer holiday, but good luck in your new school. The next, we have two for the price of one, two gorgeous twins, Susanna and Mariana Quinn Lavery. Congratulations, girls, on finishing P7, and the best of luck to you in your new school. Then the next, we have Sarah Kimbley. Sarah, good luck in your new school. I'm sure you'll meet lots of new friends wherever you're going, and have a good. I know that there's going to be something in St Patrick's, a wee celebration, which we'll talk about shortly. And there's lovely Finn Payne. Finn, good luck in your new school as well. Best of luck to you. And then we have my lovely wee neighbour, Sean Harrison. Good man, Sean. I know that you'll be looking forward to getting to your new school. So good boy. And then we have Cassie McGivern. Cassie, well done leaving St Patrick's, and I know you'll be heading to your new school and making lots of new friends as well. And then we have Katie McBride, lovely Katie. Well done, Katie, and best of luck to you going to your new school, hopefully in September. And then we've got Katie, can we just go back? Yeah, Katie Bell. Katie, good girl, and look at her showing off her prefect badge. Good woman. Good luck to you going to your secondary school as well. And then finally, we have this young man, Anton Byrne McKevitt. Good man, Anton. God, you were doing some work there, weren't you? So the best of luck to you heading off to your new school. Now, we are very fortunate that we were able to get a lovely message from the principal of St Patrick's Primary School, Mr. Kieran Mackin. And as they say on the TV, Cahill, roll VT.
Good evening, boys and girls, and particularly the primary sevens from St Patrick's Primary School here in the Meadow in Newry. Firstly, can I thank Newry and Helena for affording us the platform to speak to you this evening. At this stage, you have all received notification of the post-primary school you are continuing your educational journey in. So we're delighted that has happened, slightly later than normal, but at least everyone knows now which school they're going to. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, the transition from primary to post-primary has been slightly traumatic this year. No one thought closed our doors on the 13th that our doors would remain closed for our primary sevens, or as we have finally got to know them, our lockdown leavers. So can I just say to the parents of the primary sevens in St. Patrick's that we intend to have a celebration event in school, and details we posted up on our Facebook page, and we're asking parents to send in photographs, indeed videos and memories of their journey through primary school. I know it has been a very, very stressful time. It's been stressful about both teachers, parents, and class. You know, in school now, we have no noise, and we would like to get back to a day when our schools are full of noise, busy noise, where children are doing what they do best, interacting with others. So I know the transition is going to be slightly different this year, but please be assured that here in St. Patrick's, we will do everything pastorally to make sure that those children in primary 7 can transfer to their post-primary schools with as little stress as possible.
So thank you, Ms. for that lovely message. So I'm going to have a wee quick chat with Damien now. Wasn't that lovely, Damien?
It's look, Lena, it's fantastic, you know. And I did say before, like, you know, kids, you know, this will be the most special P7s ever, because I don't think we'll ever see the likes of this again. Let's hope we ever do. And for them all to get to the schools, hopefully they all got to where they wanted to go. And yes, it is a huge change going from, we would call, the small school to the big school. And we wish all the kids well. It's a journey. It's a journey of life. It's a journey for each and every one of them to find their own way in school and where they're going and what they're doing. And my advice to them is be yourself, and you'll love your school. It's a great thing to be going to the big school. I remember my first day in St. Paul in Bestbrook way back a long time ago, you know, and I've fond memories of it. So on behalf of everybody in Destiny, we would like to congratulate the kids to their move to the big school. Let's hope they all enjoy it. And I think because, you know, they're going to different schools. They've left their friends behind them. Some will be going with them, but they will meet new friends, and they will make friends for life. And their journey from the small school to the big school, and then maybe on to university, and after that, like it's a great thing. And Alina, we can say the best days of your life is your school days. So enjoy your school days, kids.
100%.
That's what I have to say, Alina.
100%. And you're making me feel a wee bit envious now when you're talking about going to secondary school and university, and all those days have well passed us by.
No, there's no such thing, Helena. There's no such thing as passing you by. You can always do the, you know, you can do the open university. That's for sure.
Well,
you know,
I know that
I
we
think
have.
We're going to roll through. Yeah, I think we have a lot of.
Yes.
I think we have more to go through, Helena.
We have indeed. We have another 36 names to go through. So obviously, I sort of threw this out to the Meadow and Armagh Road last week, and Cahill then posted on Destination Uri to open it up to the wider district. And we were very lucky that we had a lot of people send in pictures of their little darlings. So basically, what I'm going to do is just shout out the names, because we literally wouldn't have the time to read out all the messages. But all their wee faces will be there, every one of them, lovely. So I'm going to just shout out their names. So first up, we have Kaylee Lowry. So Kaylee, good luck to you heading off to your new school. And then next, we have Lee Austin. And good man, Lee, good luck to you going to your secondary school. And then next up, we have Carrion Murphy. She looks so proud there standing in her uniform. Good girl, Carrion. Good luck to you. And then we have Charlie Fox looking very cool, leaning against that tree there. Good boy, Charlie. Good luck to you going to your secondary school. And then we have Keely McGill, look at that lovely smile. Good girl, Keely. Wishing you good luck going to your new school as well in September. And then we have
I think that's Chloe O'Hale.
we might be stuck.
Yeah, that was Chloe O'Hale. Chloe O'Hale. Can you hear me, Helena?
Cal might be coming in.
Yeah,
here,
so
that's Chloe
that's
O'Hale.
Chloe O'Hale.
Find out now the internet.
Chloe O'Hale,
So
yeah.
maybe that much
I think it is
attention
up in the top there anyway. Probably my fault, but anyway, we'll move on. And that's let me see, my daughter Chloe O'Hale, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just looking to see where Chloe was in my list.
So that's Keely McGill. Keely McGill. Damien, can you see the names? That's Keely McGill. Have you got that, Helena?
Yes, Keely McGill, yeah. Number 5, Keely McGill, yeah. And then number 6,
Keely McGill. It's very hard to see, Cal, but just pull them through there anyway, and we'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah. Is this Rowan Farrell?
Rowan Farrell's correct. Good man, Rowan.
Good man, Rowan. Look at that. Look at that.
That's cool.
He's got a bit of swagger about him. He's got a bit of swagger. Yeah. And then
I can't see it,
we
Cal,
have
so
next.
You go on through them there, yeah.
Yeah. Is this?
You've got Saoirse McAvoy.
Oh, no, this is Saoirse McAvoy. I know Saoirse. Good girl, Saoirse. Good luck to you going to your new school, Pat. And then next we should have Oscar Tominic. Good man, Oscar. Looking very smart and very smiley. Good boy, Oscar. Good luck to you. And then next,
Matt McCavitt. Matt McCavitt.
Okay.
So it must be a new one that was put in. That's Matt McCavitt.
It must be. Okay, that's a new one. Good boy, Matt. Good luck to you.
And this is Jack Conway, is it?
Jack Conway. Yeah, that's Emma's wee boy. Good man, Jack. Good luck to you, and you're going to your new secondary school.
Another cool wee dude.
He is. Look at him.
Look at him.
He's all dressed up. Huh? Better dressed than you boys.
You're right.
And is this Kellis McCabe?
Kellis McCabe, yeah.
Good girl, Kellis. Good luck to you, darling.
And if I'm right, this should be, is it Jack Gorman? From St. Menina's Clog?
Yeah, good man, Jack. Good luck to you, Jack.
Where's that picture?
And then, is that a waterfall? He must have been away on his holidays.
He looks happy anyway. He looks happy.
He does indeed.
So, look at this dude here. Look at this dude here.
Oh,
son Joshua McCabe, St. Patrick's
Joshua McCabe.
Yeah.
That's Joshua McCabe. Good boy, Joshua. That's your confirmation. Lovely photograph.
Lovely photo. Love the hat.
Have we got
Peaky Blinder?
Love the cap. Love the cap.
Peaky Blinder hat. Yeah, you wouldn't suit that, Cahill.
Oh, you never know.
Have we got?
Have you caught up to date? Have you caught up to date?
Yeah, but we've missed. I had Aisling McCavitt. Is this Aisling maybe, or is this
Aisling? Where have you got Aisling McCavitt?
After Jack Gorman.
It maybe comes on down. We'll look back at the end for it because people have been posting up while we've been talking. So that's Sarah Kimberley, if I'm right.
Yes, and I mentioned Sarah in our St. Patrick's one. Right. So good girl, Sarah. That's a lovely picture of you.
Yeah.
And then next, is this Emer Smith?
Hopefully, yeah. Emer Smith.
Good girl. Emer.
Can you see that okay?
With a lovely smile. Yeah, can indeed. Congratulations, Emer. Good luck in your new school, Pat.
All these children will be remembered. What did Mr. Mackin call them? The COVID leavers or something? Lockdown leavers.
Lockdown leavers. And this is Ryan Morgan, is that right?
That's correct. Ryan Morgan.
Good man. Good man, Ryan. Good luck.
Teacher, Mrs. Coffey, and classroom assistant, Mrs. Cunningham. So
very good.
Damien, I don't think you can see, can you? So this, I think, is Anna Hughes McGivern.
And this is Anna.
I can see nothing,
Anna Hughes McGivern. You're missing all these lovely looking children. They're all smiling and happy.
We'll go to the next one.
And then hopefully that's Kaylee Sarsfield, the next one.
No, I've got them.
No,
I've got them. They're back again.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Kaylee Sarsfield.
So, yeah.
Yes, you're right, Helena.
Girl,
I think
Kaylee.
I used to near 60. You need a young fella like me to be calling these out. You two must be near 60. Damien can't see it all.
I'm managing. Excuse me, I'm managing quite fine. I'm having them in order here. Kaylee looks like a very confident young woman. Look at that stance.
Oh, lovely. Kaylee Sarsfield. What is that?
I can see the
getting ready for St. Paul.
Damien,
you're a bit an hour behind, Damien. Getting ready for St. Paul's. Would like to give a shout out to Mr. Pillard Mag Shamron. There you are. So, next one. Hopefully we'll get it.
We should have Connor Pierce next.
I think you're right. That is Connor Pierce, yeah. Connor Pierce.
Yeah. You see, one of us knows what we're doing, Cahill.
I know, thank God for that, you know. Thank God for that.
Connor Pierce. And then the next one should be Tyler Clark, if it goes in proper order.
You're all right. Tyler Clark, St. Patrick's Primary School.
Good man, Tyler. Good man. Good luck in your new school.
This should be Jack Ward Bradley, no?
Jack Ward Bradley, yeah. Look at that.
Look at that there.
Jack Ward Bradley looking smooth. Good luck in your new school, Jack.
Yeah. Going to
now, my next one. Yeah, my next one should have been Chloe. It should have been Chloe O'Hale, but I think you called her out first. So you've got Ella Larkin next then.
It's perhaps the way they organise them. Yeah, this is Ella Larkin. Is that the one you spoke about earlier? Is Ella who you spoke about earlier, missing?
That was Eve. No, that was Eve.
Right, we'll take a wee look for Eve.
Eva Larkin.
Look at Ella there. Look, St. Patrick's Primary School going to St. Mary's.
Good girl, Ella. Good luck in your new school.
Oh, you angel.
And then next week, we should have Lily Lynch next.
Well, going by the names, yes, and that is Lily Lynch, St. Malachy's Primary School. You're right.
Good girl, Lily. Good luck in your new school, Pat.
Good girl,
and then next, we should have Matthew Smith.
This is Matthew Smith is correct, and Windsor Hill Primary School going to Newry High School. Well done, Matthew.
Good boy, Matthew. Good
What's
lad.
that, Ethan? What is that? Oh, that is the letter. School. That's the letter that they were waiting on, is it?
Oh, Helena. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. Good boy. Well done.
I think with Tyler Farrell as well yesterday. So.
And then next, we should have Cameron McKeown next.
Well, I actually have showing up here as a Ciara Matthews.
Yeah. So Cameron was just before Ciara my last one.
Well, it's not showing up like that, so we'll have to go back and look for Cameron as well, or else he'll show up. So Ciara Matthews, yeah.
Good girl, Ciara. I love your wee dog, Ciara. That's a cute, cute dog.
That's down in Rostrava, is it?
Good luck, Ciara. It looks like that's the big tree in Kilbrony.
Is this Cameron? It is.
Then,
Cameron McKeown.
Cameron McKeown. Good boy, Cameron. Well done.
Yeah.
And good luck in your new school. And then hopefully next we have Avine Gartland.
I'm not sure. Have we got? Yes, this is Avine Gartland, St. Patrick's Primary School in Meadow.
Good girl, Avine. Good luck in your new school, Pat. Looking lovely.
All going to the big school.
All going to the big school. And then we should have Dylan Hart next.
That's correct. Dylan Hart.
Good man, Dylan. You're looking really well. I like your sweatshirt. Yeah.
Cool,
looking well. Good luck in your new school. Then we should have Callum McAlevey.
That's it. Callum McAlevey, St. Patrick's Primary School. Loves that dog.
Another one with a lovely dog. Look at the dog. Good man, Callum. Good luck. Good luck in your new school.
Now, I think this might be Eva White.
Eva White, that's right.
Yeah.
And Eva looking White. Very pretty there.
Oh, she is. Good girl, Eva. St. Patrick's Primary School again.
And good luck at going to your new school, Eva. And then we should have Reese Gray next.
That's Reese Gray, yeah. You still with us, Damien?
Looking slick.
Yeah, very slick.
Good man, Reece.
Well, here,
Good
no,
luck going to your new school.
Yeah.
And did we have?
Then
we had Roisin.
We had Katie. That's Roisin's
Oh,
girl.
Katie, yeah, Roisin Marnes. Katie Bell, St. Patrick.
Yeah.
So we had her. So you're on twice, Katie. Good girl.
Yes, you're on twice, Katie, flashing your prefect's badge. Good girl. Good luck in your new school.
And your
then we
should have an English coat on the hand, yeah. So now we've got, let me see.
Rebecca McCartney.
Is correct. Rebecca McCartney.
Good girl, Rebecca.
Good girl, Rebecca.
Good luck going to your new school.
Yeah, another St.
And then
Patrick
we should we have Jack McKevitt next?
Well, I think we have Jack. Yeah, this is Jack.
Yeah, good man, Jack. That's another boy with his letter. So well done, Jack, and good luck in your new school.
Let me just see. Can we make Jack bigger there? Yeah.
Good lad.
There's Jack.
That's Jack when he got his letter. Good boy.
You see the sparkles?
Ah, look at the sparkles. Very good. Very good.
Good lad,
and
Jack.
then finally on my list, we have Tyler Farrell.
That's right, Tyler. Yeah. One of the first to post up, I think. So Tyler Farrell.
So
he definitely looks relaxed. You know what I mean?
He does. So, he's chilled out. He's chilled out.
So if Damien could come back in there, and just talk a wee bit. Who was the name you were looking for?
I think we went back and got it, but I'm not sure.
I come in, Callan. You.
Yeah, you are, Damien. Okay, Damien.
Okay,
so we're in anyway, Damien.
I'll come back in between the two of you. You can have a wee look and see what you can come up with there.
No, I think that's more or less everybody.
If we did miss anybody, obviously you can shout out there, Helena.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Helena. You can tell people if we missed anybody, if there's somebody else wants mentioned. Well, then I'll have to tell everybody. Helena, I'm saying to everybody, if they missed anybody or if anybody has to come in or more shout outs to be done, they can send them to you or let you know about it and we'll get them shouted out. But I think we did get everybody there, did we?
I think we did. And listen, obviously this was the first week doing this and our leavers are going to be leaving next week. So I'm sure we can squeeze in a wee slot next week if anybody sort of missed out on this or has just been made aware of it. So you can either send them privately to me, to my Facebook page, Helena Young, or you can send them to the Meadow and Armagh Road page, or you can send them to Cathal and melt his head a wee bit more.
Well, if they just send them, if they just post them, if they want anybody else is there, they can just post them up again. It does change and depend where they post them, because some people are posting them underneath their friends. So I'll try and get Damien back in here because he's feeling very left out. Hi, Damien.
I know, bless him.
Well, Lena, no, I'm not that lonely. I can tell you. Listen, congratulations to all the people that was on there, all our young people. I always say our young people make us very proud. Like where they are now, we once were there. I remember my 11 plus, and I remember it wasn't the big thing that it is now, and I thought they were doing away with 11 plus, and I'm not telling you many years ago it was, but I'm absolutely thought they were doing away with it then, but it's still here. But maybe the way things have gone now, Lena, and with COVID-19 here, and the way the schools done away with the exam, maybe it's something that they could be looking at for next year. So listen, thanks a million for all that tonight. It was a long show, and we've gone over an hour and nearly 10 minutes here this evening, keeping the people of the area informed of what's happening, and I think the kids will enjoy seeing themselves on Destination Uri. We have a huge reach, and we're stretching further and further and further afield, Lena. So listen, thanks a million. It's been great having you tonight. Thanks to Barra and Josie as well. It's always great to hear what's going on in the area, and I have to mention Simon Burke, because Simon's a good friend of mine. Simon used to be on the sports show with me on Destination Uri, and I just seen Simon is half a century. He's 50 years old, and I would like to wish Simon a happy birthday as well. I'm sure on Destination Uri, many a time he was in Destination Uri with me and the sports shows and all that. And we'd just like to again congratulate Simon on 50. He is a teacher up there, and there he is with Sam McGuire. I think Simon will be in. So listen, Alina, thanks a million. And thanks to Carol. Long show this evening. And of course, we'll do this all again tomorrow evening. So Helena, enjoy your break. Get all your information for next Monday night. And as the man says, we'll do this all again next week. So thanks to everybody for tuning in this evening.